I've tested all the popular AI models out there, including Wan 2.0, Kling, and even Veo 3.1. And honestly, they are really impressive, but most people don't need all their expensive features. That's why Alibaba just released Wan 2.7, which is probably the best AI model for its price. This cheap video generator is already making headlines. So today I'm gonna dive deep into it and show you what it's capable of. So by the end of this video, you'll know how to generate high quality results at a fraction of the price. Alright, so first, let's create a video using a simple prompt. And as you know, the most common way to use the text to video method is to just type what you want in plain language. Something like a warrior walking through a tunnel into an arena. But if you write everything in one prompt, the model has to figure out all the details by itself. The result is going to be decent, but not like those you see online. If you really want a video that gets ahead of the crowd, you need an AI model that's specifically built for it. And that's the new Wan 2.7. This is one of the few video generators that respond really well to a specific structure. And after multiple trials, I finally found one that gives me amazing results. It's what I call the capture framework. In each letter, the idea is to build the scene piece by piece so the model always knows exactly what to focus on. So let me actually show you how it works. For that, I'll use OpenArt as they have the Wan 2.7 model. Alright, so the C from capture is for camera. This is the section where you decide how the shot is moving. You can go for a slow dolly push-in, a fast zoom, or any camera movement you think fits your video the best. For my example, I'll go with a slow dolly push-in through the tunnel toward the arena light. Then we have the A, which stands for actor. This is the main subject of the entire scene, so the more specific you are, the better the final video will look. In our case, I'll go for this. Then we want to tell the AI the location for our action, so you can simply name where you want your video to happen, just like I did here. Next is T, which stands for tone. Think of it as the mood and the lighting combined. So not just what the light looks like, but the feeling and emotion it creates. I want my scene to be dramatic, so I'll add this. Now, the capture framework gets to the step that actually changes the final result more than you'd expect. I'm talking about the resonance. This is the combination of all the sounds inside your video. The ambience, the music, and the dialogue between your characters. So I'll paste this. And now the final letter E is for energy. Here you describe all the action that's happening inside your video. I'll make it a 10-second video so the result doesn't look rushed, change the resolution to the highest available, and click generate. The camera follows the direction closely, and you can actually see how the lighting comes through very clearly. But what stands out most is the sound. You can hear the crowd building, the footsteps landing, and even the low rumble underneath everything. This is honestly really impressive. But the capture framework doesn't just give you insane control over the outcome, it also makes changes really fast. Once you have a working prompt, you only need to change one layer to get a completely different result. I'll change the style to claymation. The motion and mood stay exactly the same, but now everything has that soft, textured feel where you can almost sense the material the character is made of. And honestly, Wan 2.7 is really strong at stylized outputs like this. So this text-to-video method lets you generate multiple clips really fast, but it might actually be a big problem when it comes to consistency. You see, if the AI model doesn't have any reference to use, it'll start to modify important details with every new generation. And if your character looks completely different from one scene to another, nobody will watch your video. But fortunately, this problem can be fixed really simply with the character feature inside OpenArt. So if you haven't signed up to it yet, click the link in the description below to follow along with this tutorial. Alright, so once you get inside OpenArt, click on the character section right here. Now let's press on create character and then build your character. With this new feature, you can build your own actor in less than a minute. The first option is the vibe, which sets the overall style for your character. You can choose from casual, fashion, and even dystopian. But since I'm building a detective for a noir style scene, I'll go with vintage glam. Then for the gender, I'll choose male. But you can also go with female or androgynous, depending on the character you're building. For ethnicity, I'll go with Caucasian. There are a few presets to pick from, but you can also write a custom description if you need something more specific. Then we can choose the age for our actor. For my detective, middle age makes the most sense, so I'll pick exactly that. And then there's the additional description field, where you add any specific details the presets don't cover. So I'll paste in this simple prompt. I'll set the number of generations to 4 and hit generate. The model gives me 4 different versions to choose from. Now, all of them have the exact details I asked for, but I think this one looks the best, so I'll name it and save it to my library. So I'll go back to the video generation tab, open characters and world, and select the detective I just saved. For the scene, I'll write this. Let's press generate and take a look at the result. The character looks exactly how I built it a few minutes ago. It has the same face, the same build, and even the same style. So what this really means is that I can use this exact character in any type of environment I want without losing any details. But now, let's see how well it can handle dialogue, because this can break everything else we've built so far. I'll take this same detective, write a short 2-line monologue, and add the sound design.
I used to think I was chasing answers. Turns out, I was just running from the ones I already knew.
The lip sync is accurate, and the way the character speaks actually matches the tone of the scene. And even the facial expression shifts in the right moments, which makes the whole performance feel real. And this model is 4 times cheaper than Sedan's 2.0, so when it comes to the results it generates for this price, it's actually surprisingly good. However, there's one more thing every AI video generator struggles with, no matter if we're talking about Sedan's 2.0, Kling, or even Wan 2.7. All of these models add and remove important details along the generation without your will. And that's because of the text-to-video method. It's really good for testing ideas, but not so great for overall consistency. So here's where image-to-video comes into play. This lets you keep all your objects, locations, and details consistent. And here's how to properly use it with Wan 2.7. I'll select text with reference mode inside OpenArt, and the first thing that changes here is the prompt. With the capture framework, you needed 7 layers because you were building the entire scene from text alone. But with image to video, you don't need any of that. The reference image you upload shows the model exactly what the scene looks like. The only things you want to add are how the camera moves and the action inside. So the prompt becomes a lot shorter. For example, I want an old man sitting alone in a jazz bar. But to use image to video, I need a reference image to upload first. And because I'm already in OpenArt and have access to all popular AI image and video generations in one place, I don't have to switch tools. I'll go to the image section, select Nano Banana Pro to get those cinematic, realistic results, and paste in this prompt. Now that I have the reference image, I'll go back to the image to video section. Make sure Wan 2.7 is selected and upload the image. Then I'll write the prompt, and now click on generate. Every detail stayed in place, and the entire scene carries a slow and heavy feeling that makes it look like a real movie. So now let me show you the second way you can use image to video with Wan 2.7. It's called start and end frame, and instead of uploading one image, you upload 2. The first one is where the scene begins, and the second one is where it ends. The AI model looks at both of them and generates the transformation in between. So this means you can create a seamless transition between 2 images in just a few clicks. For example, this starting frame is an empty stone throne room. It's cold, quiet, and completely still. And the end frame is that same room, but now full of fire and smoke. To create the transition, I'll paste this prompt. As you can see, the fire slowly builds from the beginning of the clip toward the final frame rather than just appearing suddenly. Wan 2.7 makes the transition feel smooth and intentional even when the contrast between your 2 images is as dramatic as it gets. So it's extremely powerful whenever you need to take a scene from one visual state to another. But this doesn't even come close to the new feature, which saved me from wasting thousands of credits. When most creators want a different version of a clip they've already generated, they start completely from scratch. They create a new reference image, a new prompt, and test multiple variations until they get the final result. However, this can cost 3 times more credits than you'd expect. But with this AI model, you can simply take your previous video and create a new version of it in one single step. So let me show you how that works. I'll go to the extend video section and make sure Wan 2.7 is selected. From here, now you can take any clip you've already generated and use it as a reference to extend your video. Just think about how often you create a video that looks good but the length is too short. With the extend video feature, you can make your video as long as you want. To do this, upload your video and write what you want to happen next, just like this. As you can see, the new clip picks up exactly where the original ended. And now, the scene looks like one continuous shot rather than 2 separate generations placed next to each other. Another cool feature is the restyle video option, which can essentially change what's inside the clip. So this means you can swap the outfit of your character, the character itself, or both at the same time. This is useful when you want to reuse the composition and timing of a scene for a different character, or when you want to see how the same moment looks with a completely different visual. So I'll upload this clip, write a prompt to keep the scene the same while changing the outfit to a reference look and the character with another one. And here's the result we get back. The character and the outfit changed, but the video composition still looks like the original. This is the kind of result that would normally require motion capture equipment and a professional team, but now you can do it by yourself in only a minute of your time. And just by knowing this, you'll save dozens of credits, which makes Wan 2.7 one of the best AI video generators when it comes to the quality-price ratio. So if you want to use it, go sign up to OpenArt using the link in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.